So before we get into our conversation about getting a seat at the table, I'd love to hear a little bit of your story, Suzanne.
I worked in flavors most of my career, and I joined McCormick 12 years ago. And after working at McCormick for 7 years in flavors, I transitioned over to our consumer business.
Right now, what I'm wanting to do is to show people that there can be different kinds of leaders.
And the women around the table are like, well, now you have to say it. Like, they held me accountable to not allowing me to go invisible and to have to be visible
But that being able to be you and still be there,
and respected.
when you're able to be comfortable and be yourself, you're so much more effective.
It's almost like taking that leap of faith step. Like, you ask that first question and the second one gets a little bit easier and a little bit easier.
I mean, that is a really good point for our listeners, you know, to think of that when you see somebody get out of their comfort zone, to recognize it. It means so much.
A lot of the times when I've been successful, someone has pushed me outside of my comfort zone, made me do something I didn't necessarily feel comfortable doing, and supported me. And so I always want to recognize that as much as I can, to do that for people coming after me.
You don't have to be in power to be a leader. Every one of us can lead if we're out there setting the right example.
How important is empathy? How important is it to treat people as people? How important it is to advocate for each other, and to remember that while I feel comfortable here today, that person is still new, that person is still uncomfortable, that person might be still intimidated, and how can I make it more comfortable for them?
That's kind of the cornerstone. You don't want a seat at the table if you can't be yourself.